happy Tuesday to you. Haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks now, I think, or close to 2 weeks. That's because I have been in and out of the hospital for 2 weeks. I found out that I have a condition called, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, biliary colic, which basically means that I have gallstones in my gallbladder and they need to come out. So very, very soon here I will be having surgery to remove my gallbladder. So that sucks. I'm not a fan of surgery. I had my tubes tied and that was not a fun surgery. In recovery it was totally fine, but I don't know, I just get nervous, I guess, whenever I have to have surgery. It's kind of a big deal. And even though this is a very common procedure and I have total faith that it's going to be fine, I'm still terrified, obviously. But I just thought that I would go over my symptoms with you guys. That way, if any of you are having these symptoms, you can go and get yourself checked, because almost always this comes back and it keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. So yeah. Anyway, I'll go ahead and jump into my symptoms. The first symptom is pain. Your gallbladder is not that much bigger than your thumb, and it's located like in your upper right quadrant, like right where your liver is, basically. It's like right in there, all snuggled up against to your liver. And the pain for me feels like someone's like taking a knife kind of and twisting a little bit. There's pressure and there's pain, so it's not like it's just pressure. Right now I have pressure, but I'm not having any real pain. Thankfully, my pain's been like in a 2 to a 3. And for me right now, it feels like a dull headache kind of feeling, so that kind of sucks. But the pain can radiate up into your shoulder or up into the back in your shoulder blades. Sometimes you get nauseous, and sometimes because you're nauseous, you throw up and you throw up bile, which is kind of like a lime neon greeny color, and it tastes like crap. It's very, very bitter. It's disgusting. Sometimes you get a headache. Sometimes you can have heartburn. And if you're like me, these symptoms keep coming back and coming back and coming back. And you can kind of like ward them off with Motrin, because it's an anti-inflammatory. And the reason why you have these attacks is because your gallbladder gets inflamed. It gets inflamed because one of your gallstones gets up into the neck, so it can't release the bile like it's supposed to. My mom had this surgery 6, almost 7 years ago. My former best friend had this surgery almost 9 years ago, and my sister-in-law had this surgery when my niece was born, or after my niece was born, almost 6 years ago. Wow, they're really 6 years old already. That's insane. Anyway, it can happen because you have too much fat in your diet, too much cholesterol in your diet, or if you lose a lot of weight really, really fast. As a lot of you guys know, I have been on a weight loss journey for almost a year now, and I guess it's just like a combination of things that happened with me. I did have not blood pressure, I had high cholesterol in my early 20s. That was, just a diet modification. Everything was fine. I do try to stick to a low-fat diet, but sometimes, life gets busy and you just let go of things. I do think, though, that a big weight loss probably is what happened with me in this instance. My very first attack, I remember, was right after Sam was born, and obviously I just had a baby and I lost like 20 pounds overnight practically. That was the very first attack I ever had, and that, whenever the attack was finally over, I remember I felt like a burst and the pain was gone, and I was very, very scared. The thing about this for me is I was misdiagnosed with bruised ribs 3 different times because, where the pain is and how I was describing it. This was at an urgent care, not at an hospital. So I didn't have any ultrasound or blood work done. This time I actually went to a hospital, had ultrasound and blood work, and at one point they were thinking about giving me another kind of test. I can't remember what kind of test it was. They wanted me to have the surgery that night, the night of the 11th or the 12th, I can't remember which, because my liver enzymes were crazy. That's another thing, is it can mess with your liver, so that's not good. But because of the kids and my husband's work schedule, it just wasn't logical at the time. Although now I'm really kind of regretting it, because I've been in pain now for over 3 weeks. And again, the pain for me is sustained at a 3. I am in stable condition right now, which is awesome, because for those first few days, the pain was radiating up to a 10, and my liver was just not liking it. My liver enzymes at one point supposed to be under 47. Mine were at 4, I can't find the paper, like high 400s. So I really should have just had the surgery. I was back in the ER this past Friday, and my liver enzymes are only in the mid 50s, which is still high, but not like 400 points high. So anyway, in case anyone was wondering what was going on, and I doubt it because my channel is extraordinarily small, but in case anyone was wondering, that's what has been going on with me. Other than that, everything is great, and I should have another video for you guys on Thursday. Bye.